Okay.
So, Sowmya, welcome to this debriefing session, and congratulations on scoring a 740, a really impressive improvement from a 620.
Thank you so much, Rajat.
So let's talk about your 620. So when did you take that test when you scored a 620?
Yeah, I've taken it on January 2016, I guess. Yeah,
Oh,
January 2016. Yeah. So this preparation, I mean, the idea of GMAT started in 2013 after my undergraduation.
okay.
So I took local classes in Bangalore for like 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
training classes in classroom.
Okay.
But I didn't get to give the exam because of my work. I right away started working and I didn't get time to study.
Okay.
So finally, I took it serious and I thought I have to try it in 2016 because I've gotten more than 2 years of experience by then.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that's the right time to give that shot. But I did not do the proper research, at least I must say now. I mean, this time it's far better. That time I didn't even know what to aim for, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do the proper research and I didn't have the proper resources. So I
Okay.
didn't, okay, that local institute, the resources were not up to the mark. I know it now, but then I didn't know that. So I
Okay.
just prepared with those resources and I got 620.
Mm.
I thought I can do better, but with that, I got admission into Great Lakes Institute of Management
Okay.
in Chennai.
Okay.
So yeah, I went there and then I got into Cognizant after that.
Okay.
So, I mean, initially there were no plans to do second MBA, but when I got a chance because of my marriage to move to USA,
Mm-hmm.
I thought I have to give my better shot this time and aim for top 15 schools here
Okay.
for betterment of my career here. So, yeah, before moving here, I took 4 or 5 months break.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I had better time to work on GMAT. This time I went all in, like I did all the proper research about all the resources available there. And then the first thing that have come everywhere is e-GMAT
Okay.
when I search for GMAT. So, yeah, I've taken few demos, webinars and all in e-GMAT. I liked it. I liked it better than everything, It's far better than classroom, I must say. I've been through both classroom and online, right? e-GMAT is far better, far convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Say if I have I mean, if I want to study for more than there were days when I studied for like 6-7 hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
like non-stop. So I will not get that in classroom trainings. It was just for 2 hours a day or something, that too in weekends. And I just felt e-GMAT is far effective and convenient.
Oh,
Um,
thank you for
yeah.
that. So tell me, so you went from a V32 to V42. V42 is 96 percentile. So how
Yeah.
was your approach in, let's say, critical reasoning or sentence correction different this time than what it was in 2016?
So yeah, I got my ESR for that 620 attempt, and when I saw that I was better, not good, but better in RC and CR when compared to SC.
Mm.
So
In the 620 attempt
yeah,
with the
in the
V32.
620
With the
attempt.
V32. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I mean, when I was preparing for e-GMAT, I always thought CR and RC are my plus points. I mean,
Mm.
I got better because of the pre-thinking approach and the reading strategies, of
Mm.
course. In one webinar in RC, e-GMAT said that you have to consider, you have to always remember that this RC has been written by someone real, it's real. So
Mm.
that made it even more interesting that I'm getting to know something that's true,
Mm.
understanding something true. So basically RC you have
So
to be
that
more
allowed you to
focused
get
and
immersed in the passage.
you should be interested. That's the first thing, you should be interested in the passage, and that made a lot of difference. And CR, there's nothing like pre-thinking approach. Without the pre-thinking approach you will feel all 5 options are correct or all 5 options are wrong, but
Mm.
with pre-thinking approach it wouldn't take you more than 1 minute to get the right answer. So the strategies are like top class, I must say. And then SC, it requires a lot of work, a lot of practice. there were times when I was not consistent with the preparation. So I assimilate all these topics in SC, and then next time when I come, I used to forget everything. So continuity, I think, is the
Is the key,
continuity
yes.
is the key. Yeah, in GMAT. I mean, before taking the last attempt, I continuously prepared for 2 months. I think that made the difference.
Okay. And then how
Yeah.
about in Quant? So you went from a Q44 to a Q49.
Yeah, yeah. I always thought I'm good in quant from the school times,
Mm.
uh, but when I got 44, it was. I mean, as I said, those resources were not good enough. So whatever I was good. I mean, when I solved, I was good, but when I went to GMAT, it was completely different.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
the quality of questions in GMAT is something that's a different category as such. You know, so I think e-GMAT has got that category right. It's not that only tough questions appear in GMAT. There are easier ones, but there's what can I say? It's a different type of questions.
It is. And
So
then what they test is not the difficult. It's not,
yeah,
not a
it's
math
about the basics in a logical way,
in a logical
right?
manner. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes. That's
So
and
yeah, then
I'm
I
glad.
got that. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. So this time I understood that it's not about difficult topics, it's about the way of thinking when you're approaching a problem. So yeah, e-GMAT, through e-GMAT and GMAT Club also, I must say. GMAT Club also helped me a lot. I mean, in getting the quality of questions I get in actual GMAT question. So while solving these questions, I was not very accurate. I mean,
Mhm.
my accuracy level was around, initially it was very bad, like
Mhm.
50-60% or something.
Mhm.
The key is not to get demotivated at the
Yes.
beginning of your preparation. But I used to get a little bit demotivated, and then again I'll be like, okay, I'll be better in future, I'll be better one. I mean, you shouldn't leave practicing. That's the key. You have to always practice, 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 and finally you'll get it.
So I mean, I see the practice piece. You've done a phenomenal number of questions in both quant and verbal scholarinium. So how did you
Yes.
use that?
So I had the luxury of time, as I said. So I've planned like in prayer, like in 2 months I have to complete. I had exact date by when I have to complete all the e-GMAT questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like in 2 months I had a deadline for e-GMAT, and again in 1 month I had deadline for official GMAT questions, and after that I had time for GMAT club questions. So the first thing was I completed e-GMAT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So. That's so after I mean, after deciding on the deadline, I used to calculate the number of questions I have to do per day
Okay.
and do it accordingly. So there was, yeah.
So did you
I,
have like a plan laid out? Did you kind of write it down on a piece of paper or put?
yes, I did it in Excel. Yeah. No,
Okay.
no, I've taken it in a diary.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I've laid it down. So
That's
I was like, per day I have to do 100 questions, no matter what. Even if it's late, even if there's no time, I used to complete those 100 questions and then sleep.
wow. So tell me some instances when you actually had to push yourself to be able to finish what you decided what you're going to do.
Yeah, so I was at home preparing. So sometimes I go visit my friends in cities and all.
Mm-hmm.
So when I go there, I obviously wouldn't have time, and people around me, I wouldn't have time to study. So I used to either wake up early in the morning or do it after they sleep so that I get time,
So so
in
just
between.
just so I understand, when did you get married again?
I got married in last year, March.
Okay,
So there was visa problems, and I came only this March.
oh, because you've been here only for 4 months, 3-4 months only.
Yep, yep. I came here on
And
March.
after coming here, you were still preparing when you right after
Yes, it's here that there was continuity in preparation.
this continued, and
Yeah, for like 2 months.
okay, and you could and you were so dedicated that even though you're practically newly married, you would take time out
Yeah,
in the morning while visiting friends
yeah, yeah.
to study. Wow, that's dedication for me.
Yeah, I knew I had to do it right this time. I'll not. I knew this is the time. So
I mean, I remember about a year and a half. It was January of 2018. I I interviewed a girl. Her name is Anupriya. She's just graduating from ISB. She scored a
okay.
760. So she
Uh,
got married on 2nd of January, and then she started. And she was preparing 8 days before her wedding, and then 3 days after her wedding, she started preparing again. She took the exam on 14th of January or something, and then she applied
wow,
for ISB like 4 days after. She got in
wow,
it. She
that's a
already had
great
an.
determination.
Yes, that was determination. Her husband supported her, and she had an admit by 25th, 26th of January or something. Within 10 days, she received an
Awesome,
admit. So that's like,
awesome.
wow, that's
Really,
that is good.
yeah, that is a great determination.
That's good determination, and she's now going to head up. So she's joining a consumer goods company. She's going to be heading their branding department.
Yeah, I mean, these interviews, I say they are very morale booster for people who are starting with their preparation. So I used to watch all the interviews, how they went about their preparation and all. I mean, there are so many people that are scoring 720, and above 700. So
Mm.
it really boosts your morale to achieve more.
I think the beauty of this is you kind of think, okay, if this guy can do it, and
Yes,
it's
yes,
not something extraordinary. It's just that
right, right.
if this
That's the
person can
thing.
do it, then why can't I? And
I
I think
exactly.
that's what
That's
people
the
will
thing.
think after watching your interview.
Right.
So
I
and
mean,
that's
something that was unachievable, at least it used to seem unachievable, the 740 for me. But after being through e-GMAT, I thought I stand a chance.
and I mean it's incredible improvement. V42 is really good. And
Yes.
some GMAT experts struggle to get there. So yeah.
I
Uh,
mean, in verbal part, I just feel it's more of focus, being at the moment. I feel that's why I've taken verbal. I started with verbal, my
mhm,
GMAT. So I knew I needed maximum all of my focus for that part.
mhm. Good.
Yeah.
So that's good. So let's talk about where you want to go next. And
Okay. So
you
yeah,
obviously have I don't see
I've been worked. Yeah,
I don't see MIT there. So well,
I've
Sloan
given
is there. Yeah,
loan,
Sloan is there.
soon. Yeah,
Sloan is there. Yes.
but I don't know if I can get through this being from mostly this demographic of Indian IT background.
No,
I'm
but you
not
are
sure.
not. That's what I'm saying. The thing which you have to
Okay.
position is that you are a green card holder.
Okay.
Even when you go
So
and talk,
by the time, but during round one, I won't have my green card yet.
that's
So
not how
probably
they make a decision. How they make a
okay.
decision is post your MBA, will you need sponsorship or not?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
If you won't need sponsorship, then you are an American.
Okay.
And I've asked this question to
I,
them very categorically.
Oh, I didn't know that works that way. I
Yes.
thought they would see the
No,
proper immigration
no.
there.
This is for every B school. I've asked this
Oh,
question in a forum where we
wow.
have admission
Then,
directors. Like, so is that how you categorize? Yes. If you may be an Indian IT guy, if you have a green card, you're an American IT guy, a girl,
wow.
which is a
Then,
very rare commodity, by the way.
right, I have an advantage now.
You have a huge advantage. I
Yes.
mean, do you know how many American IT women score a Q49? A lot of them may score a V42, but Q49, no.
Uh,
So,
I think
so
could have done better in Quant anyway.
but I mean, you're there. So so
Yeah.
so when you meet them, you should just say, hey, this is who I am. This is my background. By the way, I will have a green card in this thing. So and you can ask them this question. They would put you in as an American citizen in the same category as
Right.
that of an American citizen. So I think at Sloan you do stand a chance.
Really, I so wanted to go to Sloan because every weekend we'd be traveling around Harvard, MIT, and I always
It's an
think
amazing
how
place.
privileged it is to attend there.
It is, and the environment around that place is so.
Yes.
3 years. So, I mean, I've been to Sloan a few times, given, when I stayed in Boston, but even 3 years ago, MIT hosted, it was we go to this conference every year, e-GMAT conference. And in 2018, 2017 was when they were the hosts.
Okay.
Oh, no, 2016 was when they were the hosts. Yes. And so Harvard and MIT. So that's when we spent, I think, 3 days at MIT. It's a great school to be in.
The campus is great. Yeah,
Yes.
I've been there.
Yes. So I really think you have a realistic chance of getting there. So who are you working with regards to your
I didn't